I want to tell you that the one reason we're all here, all these professors are here, is to touch lives. And we're trying to mimic the great professors we had in our lives who helped us to grow and become the people we are now. I feel like I'm becoming a better and better person from semester to semester, and I'm being able to connect with students and address their needs in a more professional way, and I think this makes a difference for our students.
Many of the students want to be successful, and so the Academy helps us change our way of thinking about what that cultural baggage that they bring that keeps them from reaching their full potential. I think one of the biggest rewards for us as educators is making a difference in that student, even if you thought the semester didn't go well, and that student shares that with you, and it makes our job worth it.
I think what I got out of this the most was finding ways to reach our students here at Valley College who are unique, and the concept of equity versus equality, how to talk to our students, how to help motivate them, how to help bring them to a place where they have the most access to the content. As far as I'm concerned, that's really what the whole last 2 weeks was about.
It was 2 weeks of, a lot of information, a lot of it geared towards how we become more effective instructors for the students that we have in our classrooms rather than the ones that we wish we had in our classrooms. It's about meeting students where they are and learning how to really get into strategies that are most effective for helping students learn.
The exchange of info between former TIA attendees, participants, experts that actually conducted workshops at this session. They help strengthen our knowledge in coming up with new pedagogies, new teaching and learning methods that we could actually use to redesign the courses and perhaps to increase the student learning experience and make it better rewarding for them in terms of knowledge and in terms of grades as well.
What I found most valuable from this TIA experience has been sharing with colleagues and learning from other disciplines what some of their challenges are, and really understanding deeply what our challenges are as a college, as an institution, so across the board. Some of the limitations or struggles that we all face as faculty.
To help students to read the textbook and take notes, and all the resources the college can offer to the students.
It was really cool to see how can we, or ways that we can integrate reading guidance, how we can model our own reading styles and things like that for our students. And what was cool is that it wasn't just beneficial for English teachers, it's how to read a math textbook or how to read an astrophysics exam. So that was really cool. I liked that a lot.
To really be there as a beginning support for my student opposed to a follow-up. So I have the chance to make the beginning a more successful start to the whole class instead of just reacting when they don't do as well as I would like on an assignment.
So during those 2 weeks there were so many presentations with different type of concepts and very helpful and valuable ideas. So it can be used throughout the whole year.
I do a lot of annotating in my course, but it was great to learn even more strategies for the RA, the Reading Apprenticeship, and I've already changed to OER with some of my text, so it's been great to learn even more strategies and more websites, and that's another thing that we're going to be adopting for our course redesign.
One thing I'm really excited about is working with the librarian, which I never even considered that, okay, we can do a collaboration with the librarian.
You get to meet other faculty members from other departments. You get exposed to brand new ideas that haven't been around several years ago perhaps. And you get to watch interesting, exciting speakers come and teach us new ideas.
I learned how to make teaching reading is a whole process rather than just speed reading. I learned how to make my syllabus more student-friendly, which is important. I learned how to incorporate technology more easily into my syllabus and my coursework.
I learned a lot of concepts and ideas, and the most interesting one that we can share with each other. And I met a lot of brilliant minds, and we share our ideas.
I found Dr. Dimbo's talk on the way students learn most enlightening. His ideas about barriers to student learning and how to surmount those barriers was very inspiring.
Many things that I think I can use to improve my class, improve the way I teach my students, and several concepts that I can bring example are the threshold concept, which kind of talks about how, considering that we have big load in a, let's say, 15-week semester, how we can concentrate on only few things that are a little more important.
We need to understand the culture and the difficulties from our students, so that way we as professors tend to merge that gap, come closer, so that way we could teach them better.
Well, everything that I've learned in this academy, I'm using and applying to my classes, and I'm revising them. And some people are doing a little bit more, some people a little bit less. I'm going kind of hog wild, but my classes are going to be better than they've ever been in 20 years, and this 2 weeks is worth that.
I wish I could have done this before. I think it's going to make a change in my profession or in my future classes. I would tell others about this, my colleagues, my faculty. They should jump in, because TIA, those who haven't been TIA'd, come on. What are you waiting for? You have to be TIA.